everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today to celebrate the commencement of the class of 2018. I am truly blown away by the amount of love and support I feel surrounding us as I look around this room. I think I can speak for everyone when I say how much we truly appreciate you taking the time out of your lives to stand by us as we celebrate this accomplishment. And I hope you know how honored I feel to be standing before you, class of 2018, as we take this next step forward in our lives. When Melissa Mitchell emailed me to inform me that I had been nominated to provide the opening moment of reflection, my first thought was, wow, whoever agreed to this has a lot more faith in me than I do in myself that I'm going to make it to graduation. I better pull it together. But here I am, and thankfully it all worked out. Thinking about trying to reflect on the last 4 years of my life was overwhelming, to say the least. I mean, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning. However, what was even harder for me to wrap my head around was what I wanted to say to such a diverse group of people who are all headed in such different directions. Some of you I have never met, some of you I wish I had the chance to know better, and some of you I know a little too well from spending hours in math and science together. We all do have one thing in common, though, and that is Chadron State. We are all here for a reason, and even though our experiences here have been very different, this college has shaped us in one way or another. For those of you who don't know me, I was born and raised in Chadron. And while I had an amazing overall experience growing up in this area, I think that there is a definite stigma when it comes to Chadron High students staying in Chadron to attend college. For that reason, I often imagined myself spreading my wings and going far, far away after graduating high school. Lucky for me, I didn't. I was given the honor of participating in the Rural Health Opportunities program that Chadron State offers. This humbling opportunity enabled me to follow my dreams in working to become a doctor and someday return to rural Nebraska to serve in areas of need of healthcare providers. I learned very quickly that Chadron State was special. I mean, I don't know anywhere else that you can walk into a building that you've never even been in and still feel so welcome by everyone there. The people that make this campus community are incredible. They care about you as a person. Over the last 4 years, if I ever had a problem or needed help, someone was always there, even if they didn't know me. Chadron State just has a way of bringing out the sincerity in people. The atmosphere is so inviting, and I have never felt like just another face in the crowd. Instead, I feel like I have become a part of one big family, and for that reason alone, I am so happy that I made the choice to stay. They say that your college years are the best years of your lives. That may be true for some of us to a certain extent, but I don't think it's quite that glamorous. I was reading a blog a few days ago on Facebook, written by a student about her experiences in college. She made one comment that stuck out in my mind. She wrote, "Some days you're having the time of your life, making memories with friends, taking cute pictures, and other days you wake up and realize you've gained the freshman 15 and are failing 6 classes when you're only enrolled in 5. I felt that. There is no doubt in my mind that I've had some of the best experiences in my life thus far during my time at Chadron State, but to be honest, I've also experienced some of the darkest. I've met lifelong friends and lost people so close to my heart that I didn't think I'd be able to go on. There were times I found myself up at hours of the night that I never thought I'd see, spent days isolated without any social contact other than my cats, and have had more breakdowns than I can count on my hands and toes. However, I think that the hardest lesson that I've had to learn in college thus far is that sometimes you're going to give it your all and still fail. I remember one night in particular, I was doing some last-minute studying for a test I had the next day and realized I was heavily unprepared. So what did I do? I drove to the gas station, bought 2 5-hour energies, and took them both at the same time. Because that would give me the 10 hours I needed to make it through the night, right? Apparently it doesn't work that way. After about 10 minutes, my hands started shaking uncontrollably, my mind was moving a million miles an hour, and I could not focus on anything. I had a full-blown anxiety attack, which resulted in me throwing up my 2 5-hour energies and falling asleep for the rest of the night. It's safe to say I did not do well on my test the next morning. My point is, we have all experienced failure, and we will all experience it again. However, no matter what your definition of failure is, it is never something to run from. Sometimes you have to fail to reach your goals, but overcoming the obstacles that set you back is one of the best feelings imaginable. And we have all done that today. Every single one of you should be proud of where you are right now. I don't care what anybody says, this is an accomplishment. Only about 40% of working-aged Americans holds a college degree, and 30% of college freshmen drop out after their first year. While college is by no means the only way to achieve your goals, we have accomplished something that some never do. Through our failures and our struggles, we have persevered, and that is something worth celebrating. I can't speak for everyone, but I know for a fact that I couldn't have done this alone. I owe my deepest and most sincere gratitude to my fellow classmates, professors, closest friends, and loved ones, including a few very special guardian angels. Without them, I am confident that there is no way I would be standing here right now. I also want to take a moment to thank, from the bottom of my heart, every single person that makes up the Chadron State faculty and staff. Every one of you has a role in making this college so great. I know how hard you all work to ensure the success of the student body. It is greatly appreciated and does not go unnoticed. I wouldn't trade my last 4 years at Chadron State for the world, and I can truthfully say that if I could do it all over again, I would in a second. Thank you so much again for having me, everybody, and congratulations to class of 2018. We did it.